This is my GoPro Hero 10 Black. As you already know, it's an awesome camera and a lot of us already have one of these, and there's so much you can do with it, just like this. But if you've got a few things to add to it, plug in and modify it, you can do so much more. So I thought I would have a quick run through of my top 10 favorite add-ons for the GoPro Hero 10 Black, and you might find some of them useful yourself. So let's start with the obvious one. This is the media mod for the Hero 10 Black. It's really easy to use and gives you a lot of extra features for the Hero 10 that the plain Hero 10 doesn't quite have. All you need to do is take the door off the side of your Hero 10, then open up the media mod, slide your camera right in there, just like that, shut that down, and you're ready to go. You get the front and back microphones here. You get the microphone, HDMI and USB-C ports on the back. It's also got cold shoe on the side and on the top. And of course the action can fingers out the bottom here, so you can still plug that into everything else. If you get nothing else, the media mod is a must-have for any GoPro 10 owner, and GoPro 9 and GoPro 8 owner as well, come to that. The second must-have accessory for your GoPro has to be the suction cup. This thing here will go onto any sort of car surface or window, your windscreen for example, anywhere you might want to put the GoPro where you can't actually put a sticker mount. This is a great thing to have because it'll go there and it'll stay there really well. It won't work so well on textured surfaces, but that's okay. There are a lot of places this goes that you can get your GoPro into and get some awesome shots that you might not otherwise be able to. Now, if you've got something where you can't put the suction mount, this thing can come in handy. This is the Jaws mount with the flex extension thingy on it as well, and normal action camera mount thing on the top there, which is also on the bottom, so you could just mount a GoPro sticky thing straight into there. This here will grip onto most bars that are available. It's got an adjustable strap thing here as well, so you can get onto your bike handles or something like that. But all sorts of places this will go. Quite often I will stick it on the side of some shelving or something along those lines. Really useful Jaws clamp with the flexi extension handle. That's number 3. Number 4 will be the magnetic swivel mount. So this is a great little mount. It will just clip onto just about anything. A bit smaller than the Jaws one. That's got, ouch, a hell of a grip on it. It's got the action camera mount on the bottom, and as you might have picked by the name, it's magnetic. This means that if you've got any steel surface, you can put this onto it. Note, it won't work on aluminium. Don't try it. It's just not going to stick. Make sure it is a magnetic usable surface that you're putting it onto. It's great on the side of corrugated iron buildings, a car if it's steel, poles, booms, fences, lots of places that you can put this, and it just once again means that you can get a GoPro into somewhere you might not otherwise be able to. Another really cool trick with this is to get a bit of steel that you can put on the underside of the magnet, and you can put that under your clothing and then this on top of your clothing, and it will stick there really solid and not put holes in nice clothes or something like that. So that's number 4, the magnetic swivel mount. Number 5 for me would have to be the 3-way grip. Why is it called that? Well, that's because it folds out into 3 different lengths. So you can get quite a nice long kind of selfie stick thing here, and it folds out really well if you just want a shorter volume or something like that. And it's also got this great little tripod mount thing that screws out of the bottom of it, and there you go, and you can stand that up and just mount that wherever you want and stand it on a desk or anything. Really useful accessory. It does a whole pile of jobs that 3 or 4 other parts might want to do, and just folds away nice and quickly like this as well. So there you go, that's number 5, the 3-way mount. Just recently they've come out with something that does similar sort of thing to that, but a little bit different, and this is the Volta mount. Now, the Volta mount does some of the similar things to the 3-way, but a little bit differently. It's got a couple of legs that stick out like that, so you can use that as a mount point. This top thing here rotates around. This goes into the side of your GoPro and plugs into the USB-C, because this thing's full of batteries as well. So this thing here can more than double the battery life of your GoPro Hero 10, which is absolutely fantastic, and will do all sorts of things. It's also got this neat little button you push there, and it's got some extra fingers that come out, so you can mount that onto other accessories or put other things onto here. It's also got these neat little controls here, so you can do heaps of stuff with that. You can just use these controls and do your thing without having to interact what you're actually doing. There's also a 1/4 inch 20 thread on the bottom of it, so you can mount that onto tripods or anything else you might want to. So there's number 6, the Volta Grip. Which brings me to this, the light mod. As you can see, it's quite bright and can make quite a difference if you're shooting in low light areas, and it actually gets quite bright for such a small little light. This is number 7, the light mod. If you're going to be shooting in any sort of low light, you really do want one of these. Sometimes you're going to be shooting in quite a lot of light, and that's where this neat little box comes in. This is a set of ND and CPL filters from Telesen. And if you just have a look in the box here, you can see it's got a CPL, an ND8, an ND16 and an ND32 filter. And these will just go straight on the front of your GoPro, and they're going to let you take some really good shots with really good clarity and improved dynamic range in varying lighting conditions. It also means that you can slow the shutter speed down and add a bit of camera blur in. You might want to use the ND32 if you're shooting a waterfall or a fast running river and you want that really nice slow flowing motion or something like that. It's going to have your shutter open longer, so you're going to get more motion blur in some areas, but you can have your camera locked off so you still get a nice sharp crisp image around the sides. Have you always wondered how they get those shots? That's how they do it, and you can do it on your GoPro. The CPL filter is a circular polarizing filter. This is the one you want to use if you're shooting through glass or a window or something and you want to cut out the reflection. Basically, when light reflects off a window, it's polarized. This one here, if you put it on your camera, you can cut out a lot of that reflected light and see what's through the glass much more clearly. This is number 9. It's the GoPro Max Lens mod. This thing here is an ultra wide angle lens, like wider than the GoPro lens already is, and it just sits on the front of your GoPro and replaces the existing lens cover, and it makes the image that bit wider. It also means that your GoPro stabilization can work a hell of a lot better than you might expect. With this mod on the lens, you can actually rotate the camera all the way around and it will keep a centered, stable horizon shot. That's pretty amazing. So the Max Lens mod is a must-have for the GoPro. It's going to give you a lot more functionality than what you have just with the basic GoPro, and just let you get some really cool shots that other people who don't have this can't get. And that's really cool. We want that. Now, the number 10 accessory for the GoPro Hero that people might not think about as an accessory, but I think is something that gives you more added functionality and capability to the GoPro than anything else, is your phone. You see, connecting to your GoPro from your phone gives you a huge amount of easy access to all the menu options, including the ability to preview it and change settings when the camera is in place somewhere. Sometimes you might want to put it up on a top shelf or on a bracket somewhere where you can't normally reach, or way back in the background, or just away from where you are. Not to mention when you're using the GoPro to film yourself and you want to see what the frame looks like. That's really, really useful. So there you have my 10 favourite GoPro accessories. If you found this useful and you want to see more videos like this, you can hit subscribe down here. Don't forget to watch this video and this video as well. There's always the thanks button down below that you can click if there's been something particularly cool in here. And if you've got any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in another video real soon. Hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great day.